My name is Heidi Rinkus, and today I, along with the rest of the entourage, will take you to a few places you may want to put on your own travel itinerary for the new year. For example, if you're a fishing enthusiast, stay tuned as we'll introduce you to a gentleman who has made it his business to know where the fish are. We'll also show you how to spend some quality time with your children by teaming up with the Boy Scouts. And we'll tell you how to save some money, a topic that will be on a lot of people's minds when it comes time to pay off those holiday bills. So stay tuned. We'll have these tips plus a few extras you can't afford to miss when we return with the Western Pennsylvania Outdoor Guide.
If you're looking for guaranteed fishing fun for the entire family, check out 84 Lakes. We have 3 lakes brimming with different kinds of fish and a bait shop, featuring tags, contests, and prizes every day. We stock often and are open every day except Christmas. Located on Route 136 in 84, Pennsylvania. We offer group rates and birthday parties. And while you're there, stop in 84 Lounge. Enjoy a cold drink and good food in our spacious lounge and family-style dining room. Our friendly and courteous staff will treat you and your family right. Planning a party? Call and reserve your date today. That's 84 Lounge and Lakes. For the best in food and fishing, 364 days out of the year. For more information, give us a call at the lounge at 724-228-3552 or the lake at 724-228-8527.
You're a duck hunter, and duck hunters know you have to go to the ducks. An express boat can get you there, whether it's down the river, across the lake, or through the timber. With its durable, all-welded aluminum hull and plenty of room for your decoys, guns, and other gear, you can depend on your express boat to take you to the ducks.
At Tony Romano's Affordable Karate and Weight Training Center, you can learn to be your best. Offering children and adult classes, group or private lessons from former heavyweight champion, 5th degree black belt master Tony Romano. Plus a complete weight training facility located at 1080 3rd Street in North Versailles, just off US Route 30. Call 412-829-1609 for our introductory special.
For the gun enthusiast lucky enough to find a brand new rifle under his tree this holiday season, take note, today's segment of Pete's Corner has our own Pete Maltese visiting Bill Ward, a man who has learned how to turn the expensive sport of shooting into an affordable endeavor.
Hi, I'm Peter Maltese and welcome to another segment of Pete's Corner. Today we're in Pittsburgh. We're going to be taking a look at how to reload brass bullets. To show us how to reload brass bullets is Bill Ward. Bill, nice to see you. And tell me about these brass bullets now. This is what mainly deer hunters use.
Correct.
Tell me, how do you go about reloading them?
Well, basically, we're going to start off with the brass case empty, already fired.
Okay.
This is a 308. That's what I use for my hunting.
Is that basically what deer hunters use for?
Basically, your 308, odd 6, your 30-30, and your 35 Remington are like the 4 most popular calibers you'll find in PA. First, I've cleaned my brass.
Okay.
And so it doesn't hurt my die, and I can check for any defects in the case, scratches or cracks. What I'll first do then is put them on the tray, line them up, like so. First thing, always wear safety glasses when you're reloading.
Okay.
It's a must. When you're getting ready to load, what we want to do is, there we go, knock our fire primer on.
All right,
So I set them up in their tray, have them all set up there. I take a can of quantity one shot. Got to resize the brass before you put it into the die. We're going to load our 308. First take our shell holder, put our shell holder in. That's what we'll use, which will hold the brass into the ram of the press. We'll take our sizing die, which will decap, size, and open the neck up, accept the bullet. Screw that down until it just touches the shell holder. And a little pressure on there, that's fine. Always put on our reloading glasses. Take the case, run it up, a little pressure, and it's clean.
All right, so that machine Pulls the primer out,
Rounds
straightens
it,
up the sides, and then
sides.
rounds the top.
Correct.
One machine, one pull, one machine does it. Okay.
Now, we want to seat a primer. So, take my little Leota prime, which is already loaded with primers. You can just feel, you squeeze so you feel it stop. When it stops, that means the primer's fully seated.
That thing is neat. That thing looks like a mirror on a car, but it's really neat. I like that. Yeah, I like that.
You can feel it squeeze,
You can feel it
so
going
it
up.
stops. It's fully seated, flush.
That's all it's to it.
That's all there is to it. I mean, guy can come down, prime 100 cases and go up while he's watching TV and prime them.
How much would something like that cost?
The auto primes are around 13 and a half, 14 bucks, about 13 and a half.
Is that all?
Yeah, and it comes with, the only thing you got to buy extra is the shell holder, different shell holders. They run around $2.95 for the little shell holders. You may need one, or you may be 10, which they sell a whole kit for about 17
You
bucks
do
for
pistol
10.
bullets like this, and anything
Correct.
that's brass casing you can do like this.
Same thing. So we got a prime case. Now what we want to do is, after I size, I always measure for overall case length. Overall case length 308 is 2.015 for maximum. What would you say it's under? Okay, that's under the 2015, fine. If it was over, I would get out my case trimmer and trim it back to the. So once that's checked, we want to load powder. I'm going to load 44 grains of powder. First of all, we'll check it on the scale, be sure it's thrown our 44 grain charge. Take my powder can, put it up there. I got it set for 44, 40 grains there with, the 4. Close enough. It's thrown good. Dump at it. You can take your case one at a time or in the tray. Check it, be sure it's powder's in there. Fine. We put it on and screw our sizing die. Take our bullet. This is the bullet seating die. What this will do is seat our bullet to the proper depth that we want. Now, the upper part of the die, this is the bullet seating plug. So we take our charge case, put it in there. We're going to load the 165 Spire Point Bowtail bullet, a 165 grain bullet. We want to load it right to the cantilever. Put it in the case and you run it up to the die. Drop it down a little bit. All right, still not where we're at, so we take the seating plug, give it a turn. A little more, give it a turn. And a little more. That's about where we want it, right there. Lock this in. There's a completed shell.
If you have a how-to topic of interest, we want to hear it. We may even feature it on the show. Write to the Western Pennsylvania Outdoor Guide, P.O. Box 596, McKeesport, PA 15134.
While our next group of guests don't spend a lot of time near loaded guns, you will find them quite often enough roughing it out in the wilderness, learning survival skills and doing that manly male bonding stuff that's become the rage of the 90s. However, this organization has been doing it for decades. To learn more about the group that's been ahead of its time, stay tuned because that story is next.
If excitement is what floats your boat, then check out the 2001 Lund models at Bob Warren Boat Sales. You'll make a splash with your friends and family with a new Lund boat from Bob Warren Boat Sales. We service most major boats, motors, and trailers. For boat show pricing on Lunds year-round, come to Bob Warren Boat Sales, Route 38 Butler. Call 724-285-5503. Simply the best.
The Turtle Tube Sea Anchor is the only self-collapsing, self-contained sea anchor that is guaranteed not to dry rot or mildew, even when stored wet. All safety-conscious boaters know the benefits of a sea anchor. Check out the Turtle Tube Sea Anchor today. For more information, write to the Turtle Tube Sea Anchor Company at P.O. Box 125, Turtle Creek, Pennsylvania 15145, or call 412-734-1758.
Introducing Pete Maltese's Headbreaker Fishing System. The Headbreaker is a patented jig head that offers versatility in jigging or trolling. thanks to its two breakaway lower sections. The head breaker's design acts as a rudder to stabilize the presentation and brings out the best action of the plastic tail. Each kit contains 10 minis, 5 originals, and 2 huskies. Send check or money order to Pete Maltese and start catching more fish.
When it comes to home repairs and remodeling, how do you find the right person to do the job? The professionals at Shire General Contracting know the best advertisement is a satisfied customer.
I've been satisfied with his work, and I feel his prices are fair.
Call Tom Shire at 412-673-0926 for all your home repair and improvement needs, specializing in roofing, siding, soffit, windows, concrete, retaining walls, porches and decks, interior and exterior painting.
For a little bit more detail, watch as we join Boy Scout Troop number 333 of West Mifflin and their leader Tom Smith as they travel south of Pittsburgh to Cedar Creek State Park for a camporee that's full of fun, frivolity, and food.
The cooking demonstration today will be by Troop 333 from St. Agnes Church in West Mifflin, part of the East Valley Area Council of Boy Scouts of America. The leaders, myself, Tom Smith, Art Earl, Charles Gross, and Russ Lorber. And we have about 10 boys in the troop right now. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is make an egg and an orange. And what Nate's doing is cutting the orange in half, then he'll scoop the good part out and eat it. And because of the moisture left in the skin, it won't burn in the fire. So we can break an egg into the orange, put it right into the hot coals, and it'll cook the egg. These fellows are getting ready to do our hobo stew or our foil packs. What they'll do, they'll clean the vegetables, slice the potatoes, and then we'll get the heavy-duty foil out and start putting together the foil packs. Everybody makes them the way they like them. Some will have bacon. We'll use a little A1 sauce for moisture, ground meat, vegetables, onions. Very simple package to make, very quick and easy, no cleanup. Your foil becomes your plate. And this is the way your onion and your orange will look when they're ready for the egg. Now all you have to do is crack your egg into it, and it'll go right into the hot coals in the fire. Okay, these go right into the hot coals. We have a little smoke now because we put some new wood in. Until the moisture comes out of it, it's going to be a little smoky. But we set it right down into the coals, and the moisture in the skin of the onion and the orange will prevent them from burning up. And the eggs will start to cook in a few minutes. We're going to make a lazy cobbler in a Dutch oven. We've already prepared the Dutch oven. It's preheated by putting 7 hot coals underneath of the Dutch oven. This will start the heat going through the cast iron. First step that we have to do is to put a little bit of butter into the bottom of the pan. Okay. That's good. That's good. Okay. Now, the cherries can go right on top of the butter.
Got a spoon?
Yeah, get a spoon. Is there a big spoon there, Art? Yeah. Okay, spread them even.
And then give me the can.
Okay, we're going to take a regular dry cake mix, and instead of mixing the batter, we're going to use the moisture from the cherries for the cooking. So we'll open the box and just pour the mix right on top. Go ahead, Josh. Okay, now we drizzle a little bit of butter all over the top. That's fine. And we sprinkle some brown sugar on top. Just take it out with your hand, Josh, and sprinkle it. Okay, great. Now all we have to do is put the lid on and we put 14 coals on top of the lid. That'll give us the heat for the top. What was done where the Dutch ovens are sitting, we've cut the sod and set it aside so that we don't damage the sod when we do the cooking. After we're finished, we'll put the sod back in, and when we leave the campsite, it'll look as though we've never been here. I think the egg and an orange is just about ready. As you can notice, one of the essential ingredients in any Boy Scout food is ashes. You always get just a little bit for flavor. But this is all ready to eat. It's cooked through, and we had to film it really quickly because Nate's ready to eat it. But what the boys are doing now is they're getting their foil packs ready to cook. You have to use heavy-duty foil when you're cooking these, or it'll burn in the fire. You always put the shiny side in to get the maximum heat for cooking. Okay, they'll break up a little ground meat. We put a little bacon, a little bit of potato. As we said, the trick is not to put too much in them, because if you put too much, they take forever to cook. There's a little bacon.
Do we break the bacon up, or do we?
Yeah, you can put it right like that, or break it in half.
Flap it over, Mark. Fold it in half.
Bacon gives it a lot of juice and grease to fry itself in. Now when the foil packs are finished, just bring them out of the fire, open them up, get nice hot steam coming out of there. All the juices will melt together. If you've left it in long enough, everything should be cooked and ready to eat.
Mine's ready.
I'm going to get a fork. Over on the other table, Josh.
That's great.
A little salt and pepper. And bon appetit.
Since the child in many of us craves outdoor adventure, it's no big surprise that a lot of people choose outdoor activities as their favorite hobby. And when it comes to men, fishing is usually right up there at the top of the list. Therefore, when we return, we will head straight for the water and hopefully straight for some fish.
If you're looking for a fishing boat, look no farther. From tournament bass boats to fish and ski boats, we've got them, all powered by Mercury Outboards. Boat Fish Fun Shop, located in Mount Pleasant, specializes in Triton, Ranger, Stroker, and Monarch boats, powered by Mercury and driven by you. Boat Fish Fun Shop is a full-service Mercury dealer with computer hookup to Mercury Parts Department for all Mercury, Mariner, and Mercruiser engines. Our factory-certified technicians offer complete service. Stop in to see us in Mount Pleasant or call 724-547-9499. In business, image is important. First impressions do make a difference. If your business has a cleaning problem, look to the professionals at Ingram's Cleaning Service. Since 1979, Ingram's Cleaning Service offers customized, consistent quality cleaning services for all types of businesses. Our business is to maintain the image of your business. We offer periodical cleaning schedules, professional workers and supervisors, and of course, follow-up inspections. In business, customer service is important. Ingram's Cleaning Service can be a silent partner in maintaining your image as a high-quality company. For more information, call area code 412-751-7469.
We make it our business to help our customers maintain a positive, professional image. If you have a cleaning problem, we are the solution.
Introducing Pete Maltese's Headbreaker Fishing System. The Headbreaker is a patented jig head that offers versatility in jigging or trolling thanks to its two breakaway lower sections. The Headbreaker's design acts as a rudder to stabilize the presentation and brings out the best action of the plastic tail. Each kit contains 10 minis, 5 originals, and 2 huskies. Send check or money order to Pete Maltese and start catching more fish.
Enjoy your time on the water. Whether you're boating, riding your personal watercraft, swimming, fishing, or just relaxing in the sun, an Easy Dock floating dock will enhance your time on the water. The Easy Dock system has it all: rugged, adaptable, reliable, and safe. Constructed with heavy-duty polyethylene, the docks have excellent load capacity with virtually unlimited layout flexibility. Docks, PWC lifts, boat lifts, plus a variety of anchoring systems and accessories make Easy Dock the selection for your dock. For private, commercial, and public use, the Easy Dock system is a simple, low-maintenance, versatile design that provides years of convenient, durable use. The EasyPort Personal Watercraft Lift is a simple drive-on, push-off. EasyPort moves with changing water levels and helps protect the craft from damage caused by wind or wave action. Even beginning PWC operators will find boarding and launching a breeze.
When it comes time for good fishing, what's more important? Luck? Location? Technique? Well, chances are if you have Jeff Knapp as your guide, you'll have all three of these factors working in your favor. For as an outdoor writer and tour guide, Jeff has a knack for putting himself in the right place, using the right bait at precisely the right time. And that's exactly why we've invited him to join our own Fred Wehagen at the Keystone Power Dam in Armstrong County for this month's segment of On the Water with Fred.
And we'll be fishing today with Jeff Knapp, a well-known outdoor writer and a notorious guide.
Notorious, huh?
Notorious.
Okay, I like that.
It'll be good fishing with you today,
Okay,
Jeff.
Fred, look forward to sharing the water with you.
What do you think we'll be using today?
Well, Fred, it's summertime out here. There's some weed growth coming up in the lake, so I have three major things that we'll be using out there. Been monkeying around a little bit with a floating jig head and a small slip sinker rig with crawlers or leeches. Also fish a little transitional lead head jig, swimming jig, and probably also just Texas rig some small plastic worms. They work on both bass and walleyes.
Oh, great. The lake is blowing up a little bit. It's a little windy today, but we had a storm move through last night and really didn't do that much damage to the lake.
No, we've been getting a little bit of rain here lately, which is going to help keep the level in the lake up somewhat. And like you say, it's been hot, humid, a little bit of storms, but all in all, it's been relatively stable summer weather, so we ought to be able to put a few fish in the boat.
The lake's down about, what, 4 foot?
Yeah, I'd say it's down about 4 foot. It came up to, it's still down from last year. It came up to within about 2.5 feet of the normal pool, and that's as high as it got this year.
Yeah,
it's on its way back down again.
Yeah, I guess this whole state's hurting for water. Primarily going to be fishing for walleyes and bass, right?
Right, walleyes and bass. This is daytime fishing. Keystone can be a tough lake. My experience has been at night you can do damage on big fish, and there are big fish in this lake. During the day you kind of fish for the numbers and end up catching some of the smaller fish.
Well, Jeff's brought us to a half a dozen really good spots. We've caught a few fish, but nothing really too big. Just caught a smallmouth here and let it go. But evening's setting in now. It's about 5 to 8. The wind's dying down a little, and Jeff seems to think that the walleyes will come in on this point, and we'll pick a few up this evening. It's a beautiful evening here. Doesn't look nothing like a storm went through here yesterday, does it?
No,
when you look
no.
around.
Might be one here in a couple hours from what they're talking about.
Yeah, that's true. This weather's been terrible. Cold fronts every other day. We're using a jig and a leech, and we're working a bar that sticks out from shore, and it's a nice hump. It's about 17 foot here.
Mm-hmm.
And there is weed growth on here, isn't there, Jeff?
There's a little bit of stuff on it, Fred. It's not like some of the other spots that we fished that had big tall weeds. There's a little bit of mossy kind of stuff that grows down in fairly deep water. But this is mostly the fish relate to this just because of the point itself.
And when the sun goes down, the angle of the sun is...
Yeah, they just migrate. The smaller fish migrate up onto this bar. I talk about the smaller fish, but the bigger walleyes out here for the most part do totally different things than these fish that school up and relate to structure. tend to spend a lot of time out in open water eating the open water bait fish, which is primarily the emerald shiners out here. And you have to approach them in a totally different fashion, much different than what we're doing here, fish at night, fish trolling and
Well, the
long line
bigger fish
trolling.
seem to suspend more then, huh?
Yeah, they probably got that big because they're doing something that lessens the amount of contact that they have with anglers. And
Well, Jeff, we sure had a picnic today. Caught a lot of fish, some big ones, some little ones. It sure was a pleasure. I think I learned a lot about the lake today. I could see why you're such a good guide. You sure know the weight of the lake and how to go about catching the fish.
well, Fred, I enjoyed having you, and anytime you'd like to try it again, I'll be happy to accommodate you.
What's the name of your guide service?
Well, I guide through the Keystone Connection, my outdoor communications company, and we market photos under and also guiding here on Keystone and the Allegheny and a few other waterways.
And how can anybody locally get a hold of you? Do you have a phone number you
Well,
can
yeah,
give
they
us?
can give me a call at area code 412-465-0901. We can set them up with a trip on this lake or some of the other waters that I work.
What other waters do you work, Jeff?
In the springtime, Pontotooming Lake. Also an awful lot fall through early spring on the Allegheny River. The early fall fishing is primarily for bass, smallmouth bass, until probably about late November, around Thanksgiving, around buck season. Then we'll start fishing mostly for walleyes and saugers on the Allegheny and also on the Ohio. I'm doing some guiding on the Ohio now.
I read the one article you done on slipping and, in the Allegheny. That was in the cold months. I'd sure like to come up and do a show with you on that.
Yeah, if you can handle the cold, we'll put some fish in the boat.
Well, it's not cold today. It's
No,
90 out here.
Not
so,
cold at all today.
we'll make up for it maybe some other day and pay our dues.
Okay, sounds good to me.
My pleasure.
It's my pleasure also, Fred.
If you have a fish story to tell, we want to hear it. We may even feature it on the show. Write to the Western Pennsylvania Outdoor Guide, P.O. Box 596, McKeesport, PA 15134.
We thought we'd give you a glimpse of what you have to look forward to after you've survived the cold winter weather conditions that are sure to follow in the days ahead. In the meantime, if you have any questions or comments, you can always write to us. The Western Pennsylvania Outdoor Guide in care of MWM Productions, Post Office Box 596, Keysport, Pennsylvania 15134. Or you can call area code 412-664-7583.